Everybody, welcome back to some chess. I was away for a little bit, almost dying of two simultaneous bacterial infections that I probably got through improper handling of food. But I'm back now with some antibiotics, no less, and feeling good about myself, and feeling good, dare I say, about playing some chess. I actually did engage in a little bit of chess while I was away. Maybe away is not the word that I would use. Hold on, there's a move you could do. You could do like check, he takes me, check, he takes me. Wait, no. There's a move here, I swear to you. It's called Filian's Mate. Or what is it? Legal's Mate. It's like check, the king takes. What do we do after that? I don't know. I'll tell you, the first thing you probably start with something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I really did. I played some chess, and I've been doing some puzzles, and I've been doing some lessons while I've been away, and really kind of getting into chess again, if I may be so blunt. Not to say that we're going to have like an amazing performance right now or whatever, but I've been having what I would describe as a good time. So I don't know, my opponent's position is superior to mine, without a doubt. I think that my game plan is going to involve not getting my bishop trapped via them pushing a4. Then I'm going to move my queen, probably just over one. And then we're going to push f5. And we're going to find a way to start breaking down this defense that they got going on here. Overall, no, there's been no pawn captures, which is crazy. This we got to be careful of, but I think we force the issue here first, which is nice. And then it's like, what are they going to capture with what? Interesting. Do we want to push him down and then move over and then start pushing this? I don't know. It's not great for our king, obviously, but they probably capture with the knight here. I don't think but then we get the open file. That's the beautiful thing about this. Here's what I like about this, okay? I think they do this next. I'm going to do this. I don't hate this. No, they definitely don't do this. This just loses a pawn. I'm okay with this. I want to push this at some point anyway, I think, to get him. I mean, it's a bizarre looking structure. Don't get me wrong. It's complicated. This is a great spot for our bishop if we can keep it there. Can't help but feel like there's something we can do with our pawn as well to really get in here. I don't think we need to do this yet. We're so far down on time. Like, that's horrible, obviously, but we still have plays. Okay, fair. Honestly, good point. I didn't consider it. We can still do this, though. Take. Ooh, hold on. We go straight for this. Knight to the dome piece. Okay, honestly, good play. I don't get trapped here, do I? I do get trapped here. I get trapped. If I go here, I get trapped with one of these. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I can't capture here because the knight would take. Otherwise, that would be amazing. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move our queen is what we're going to do. Hold on. You almost just blew it big time. You know what we're going to do here? That's such a good comment. Oh, man. I don't know. If you want to capture me, go ahead and capture me. That's my thoughts on the subject. I'm gonna start to make some noise. Please tell me I didn't walk into some kind of fork. Look, we're in an inferior position here, but it's a fun game. Not a good game, because like I think I've screwed that up for myself already. But a fun game. This is scary. Yeah, that's a scary move. How do I stop something like this? Because, like, this doesn't... Well, I guess it has to be that. Then what the heck do I do next? I don't know. I'm down on time. I'm down on every... Yeah, right. I forgot about that part. I'm down on every meaningful metric. I'm down on material, that's for sure. Like, this just blows me out, right? Like, how do I can't get this knight out of here. We got to try to force, like, some kind of nutty mate in one. Like, I've accidentally put myself in a tactics puzzle. I will say, and this is just the honest to goodness truth, having played a little bit of chess this weekend, first off, I guess what I would say is I do... I mean, I would say I'm... Yeah, okay. I miss having more time to think about my moves. Don't get me wrong. I think this is okay. I know you're about to take this, and I got to think about it, but we have some serious, like, discovered check setups. Although I think I could get made. I think I might have to... I don't know. I haven't figured out where I stand yet. I think I lose a piece. I think take... Rook to here. Oh, just straight into it, huh? We have to be careful because this is basically me. I think I just resigned this one. Honestly, I think I'm down like 15 points. Let me take a look at the analysis there so you can see for yourself. What I was going to say, though, is having played this weekend quietly, it is a lot easier to play chess on a 5-minute timer and not talk. And then you might say, well, like, why not play on, like, a 10-minute timer and talk? Well, because, like, it's not as fun. I'm sorry. Whoa, my phone. Sorry to the inventor of chess who decided that, yeah, we were in a bad spot at the end there for sure. This is where it all came crashing down. Sorry to the inventor of chess who decided that, 2 hours was going to be, like, the classical time limit. But faster chess, I mean, at an amateur level, just feels more fun. I'm not going to broadcast me playing like a 2-hour-long classical game. That's like insane hours. You know, I'm not at that level in chess. I might do it casually if I have more time as a retiree or something, but you would never see it. Okay, so this was not a good move. After this, what's a good move? I think what we do is we take the exchange. No? Okay. I was thinking exchange and then rook to f5. It's not as bad, but like it would be like exchange, queen takes, rook here. They probably go here. I go here with my queen, and now we're threatening to like take down, I don't know, maybe, because his bishop was just useless the whole game. What else would they like here? Well, we could also just choose not to move the bishop and do something else. What I really wanted that knight out of there, but this did not go right. Obviously, this was not smart. What about this? So that the rook doesn't get to just go down here. Okay, they don't like that one very much. Let me just take a hint early. You want this bishop. This move? Okay, d5. d5 would have kept us about even. You know what? Good to know. Very good to know. Our opponent played a great game, by the way. I'm not upset about that. I have become an e4 boy again. I just like the way e4 develops. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm A-okay with this. You're going to go for a fianchettoed bishop. Okay. I like bishop here, queen up. Let's get that fianchetto out, because that's going to be their predominant strength. In fact, I think I even like queen here to preserve a good spot for the knight to go. You could call me crazy. I feel like we have I honestly think there's a chance we have like a +1 position right now. Well, if we take, they're going to take. So I would rather, well, I don't know. I would almost rather them take and my queen get out there for free. But this does allow us to play something like this and then this earlier on, which seems good to me. Do I care if your knight well, I don't want your knight to come out to here, ideally, but we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to start here. And then I am gonna capture. And your knight being there doesn't bother me in the slightest, I think. I do think you're going to maybe try something like that, but I'm not worried about that. I don't know where you're going with this, and I'm not that afraid. I am worried about like this is a free pawn. What are you going to do about this? Who knows? By the way, you're just going to push me back a little bit. Like, you're not going to put me in check. You're not threatening like a big piece with a knight move, so we don't have anything to worry about. We can always just take this. If you move the knight, we take here, you take, we get the fork of the century. I don't think that our opponent is likely to get their king, rook, and queen forked simultaneously. Okay, I understand. I'll trade a knight for a bishop. I assume they're just going to take like that. And then I'm like, okay, well, hold on. You could go here. That would be bad for me. Sure, that would be bad for business. Duly noted. So, like, let's not play this. And let's not take the knight because their rook takes us, which is something that I should step back. I'm actually stupid. On this play, we could have literally just taken there. So that's something we should have paid better attention to. For now, let's just put some more pressure on this pawn. It covers the fork square. That was a big, like, that's a genuine, like, piece losing blunder. We didn't really lose a piece. We didn't gain a piece. I still think we're in a superior position. You know, we got a nice pawn structure. They got a bit of a scuffed pawn structure. Our king's nice and safe. Their king's not so safe. They have a mate in one. It's only a mate in one if we can't stop it. I think we can stop it. Like, how do you deal with that? You go here, put me in check, I move up. You have to do something to defend your knight. So you probably do this. We capture here, and then we get a pin on the queen and the knight. Seems reasonable to me. You could just walk it back. I'd be surprised if it happens. Maybe instead you do check, I move up, and then you do a queen swap, but I still don't mind. We are down on time, something to pay attention to. Hey, one thing I've had to realize as I've started to play chess again online is, first off, it is frustrating to be... Okay, I see what you're getting at here. I still don't see how this scares me. But I am starting to get at least a little... Like, what if I did this? Check. It's not like you're threatening my bishop or anything. Then we start to do some damage here. We trade down, hopefully simplify the endgame. Unless I miss something drastic. But I used to be better at chess when I was like 8. Well, not 8, but maybe like 13. It's frustrating to be like 32, 33, 33, and be like worse at something than I was when I was a little kid. But I'm learning to let go on that. And also, I'm learning to let go of the fact that, like, when I follow lessons or, like, competitive games, I'm seeing literally the best players in the world. And then I'm playing, and I'm like, oh, I just blundered a chance to win free material. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I'm 1382 and talking. So I hope you'll join me and do the same. Just not trying to say like, oh, you know, we should never try to get better. Just that I accept that I'm bad. If I made the best move in every situation, I would be the best player in the world. Obviously, I'm not. So whenever, like, rather than be like, oh, how could I make a mistake like that? I'm looking at it more like, of course I made a mistake like that. I'm 1300. Okay. So what do I expect? Well, I do think that there's a chance that they do this. Like, they put me in check just because check is like a tempting move. Apart from that, we're threatening this pawn. They have 2 protectors. We have 3 attackers, so they could do something like this. Okay? I personally, I feel like we get a lot out of resolving the pin and forcing their knight to move. So, like, if we do this, their knight has to move. Or we'll take it. So it could go here. More likely, I think it would go here. We could take, and then trade a queen for 2 rooks, which is considered superior. But I also feel like there's a chance that we could find... I mean, hear me out here. What about this? No, the check is not good. No, the check is great. Check. They have to move their king somewhere. Maybe they move him here. Check. I just like this. Like I said, check is a tempting move. No, because if they can put me in check here, they get discovered it. Okay, so hold on, I'm stupid. Let's resolve the... Okay. I was worried about this, because check is great, don't get me wrong. But then if we don't move our queen, which we probably wouldn't, they're going to put me in check, and they're going to get a discovered attack on my queen with their queen. I was trying to do the opposite to them. I was trying to put them in check and then force them to resolve this pin, which means that we have to recapture their queen with our queen. But we're going to have to start playing faster. So are they, for the record, but yes, we also have to start playing faster. So, I mean, this is all a roundabout way of saying I'm just having fun with chess again. So we knew something like that was likely. I would say that step one is a check. But we really have to be aware of this pawn and the damage that something like this checking our king could do. Interesting. Actually interesting. Actually very interesting. I would move back, put some protection on this. And then to be honest, I think my next move is covering both the knight and the pawn with our king, even though this is not like a tactics puzzle. We're still going to do it. This is not good. They still just capture, and then I trade a queen for a rook and a knight and a pawn. That's an enormous blunder. Yeah, that's really bad. That's inexcusable. Okay, yeah. We had a feeling something like that was coming. All is not lost, probably. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. But it's not good. Certainly not good. Then you take, I assume. So we're now playing to be a scumbag. And by that, all I mean is we're basically trying to just run out our opponent's clock. If not get checkmated ourselves. So we're like, I'm not proud of myself because I feel like we missed an opportunity to take a free piece. Accidentally. But now it's real scumbag hours. So there's like some pleasure to derive there, I suppose. I mean, we're going to lose some pawns. I don't think we're in danger of being like mated. I could be wrong, by the way. Yeah, that would do it. Or would it? I don't know, because they're going to take, I move over. If they take with the queen, I take with the... Okay, well, now, you know, life comes at you fast. The beautiful game. I love chess. It's so majestic. Anyway, so 2 missed wins. I can tell you where one of those is right away, but let's walk through the game review. Let's take an opportunity to learn something, okay? We committed time to looking at moves that we shouldn't have committed time to looking at. That's one thing I would say. That's a wild one. Okay, right now, they love where we're at, and I'm happy with that. So we made a good move, I'm assuming, to take. They love our position. What I told you, I thought it was up by like a... Oh, actually, they ended up not being that thrilled with our position. This was a horrible move. We've already established why. You should just take the knight. That's a 5-point swing. It makes a big difference. They're like, this is a horrible move. You missed an opportunity to threaten winning material. To threaten winning material. Not to win material, but to threaten it. This move puts 2 attackers on the pawn and also sets up a possible fork with a check on the king and an attack on the knight. This move might cause trouble. Yeah, but it is 5 points better than what we did, so... So there is that. To threaten winning material. It's an interesting thing to think of, isn't it? So we played rook to e1. They hated it, by the way. We played 2 blunders in a row, which is pretty spectacular in and of itself. What about just this? Force the knight off, so there's no... Oh, no, this lets your... Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. That's the whole thing I was worried about. I actually don't know. I think I need a hint. A queen move. I mean, there's no way it's capturing... What, is it this? Okay, similar idea. Similar idea to what we were going to do with queen to e3. Okay, that's a big deal. Okay, we're even. They're like, that's a bad move. You had one clear best move here. Take with the bishop. No, that's stupid. You forgot about this knight. They're like, that's horrible. Okay, you had one clear best move. Is it queen to e5 check? Nope. Is it f3? It is f3 to threaten the queen. Okay. They're like, this is also horrible. Is it, let me guess, is f3? No? Okay. No, now because the rook is attacking it. Okay, retry me on this one. They're like, there's one clear best move. What did I play? Queen e5 check. It's not king to g5. No, because that's horrible, as we saw. So you need a move here. It's not this, because then this is checkmate. Well, no, it's not, because we would just... Okay, so clearly I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Hint me. It's a rook move. It's just rook to f1. Okay, fair enough. They still think our position is winning. Not anymore, for the record. Okay, you're going to end up losing material after the trades. So this was a horrible move. They probably still want rook to f1. They're like, why would you do this? Okay, I thought we had to, but I guess we didn't. I guess instead we just make this move, and we're not down by as much. Well, it turns out that was like a very sloppily played game. Looks like you can't stop checkmate now. Luckily, our opponent walked into our horrible trap because they had 18 seconds left. Why is that checkmate? Rook takes h2. King moves over. Queen just goes to f2 instead. That's so embarrassing. for me. For them, but for me, yes. Okay, how do you stop checkmate? Actually, like, good question. We have to stop them from going to f2 or g2. I'll take a hint on that one. You just put them in check, okay? Then what's the line? They take. I put them in. Okay, I block them. I threaten them. I push the pawn. I threaten. Okay, all right. Still bad, I guess. All right, I would say that was not a well-played game, but it did win, so there is that. Okay, here we go. We're playing against the Caro. We're playing against the Caro-Kann defense 2 knight f3. We're playing against somebody who's very good on the clock management, is my assessment so far. I always love this, and then every time I go through the assessment, the game says, that's the dumbest move I've ever seen in my life. So let's not and say we did. I don't think this is normal. Like, what they're doing, I don't think is sane. But I could be wrong. I'm not familiar with the most hyper-modern of hyper-modern openings. Not suggesting necessarily this is hyper-modern, just suggesting that I don't know what it is. And if I don't know what it is, it better be hyper-modern. Again, I still love this, and I always regret it. Okay. So we took the opportunity to put a little bit more pressure here. We move the bishop back so the queen is covering it. And then we decide, do we close them in and take advantage of our rook on this open file we set up earlier, or do we take with the knight? I think we close them in. I think that's a rhetorical question. But then this kind of, okay. How much do I love this? How much do I hate this? I think I like it, man. I mean, like, I think we're going to lose the pawn. But I like that the moves we're able to make here. Like, I don't even think this bothers me that much. Like, losing a pawn, but gaining my life, So maybe a bit of an exaggeration. So they play fast. We don't need to match their speed. We just need to play fast enough that we don't fall way behind. So they're going to capture with their knight. I'm okay with that. I would capture with my... No, they don't even have enough yet. I'm choosing to not let myself be pushed off. I love it. And then we can get some more coverage on the pawn if we want it. By the way, going back in time, I don't love it. It turns out I don't love it. Where are you going next? Here doesn't scare me. Here doesn't scare me. No, because they're going to push the pawn. Maybe it scares me a little bit. Would I give this up to screw your pawn structure up? I don't know, but I don't want you to push that. So I do think they'll push this next. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. No, they're going to push this next? I don't think so, because then I get to capture a piece for free. Yeah, I don't have a move. I'm a little concerned about that. Yeah, I'm just going to move my king to save some time. They realize the folly of their ways. We can't take this off of this. You know what we can do? We could talk about pushing you out of here. You know, I mean, you don't have any threats on this anymore. I think I would definitely be content to talk about this bishop for knight trade, but we don't have to resolve it right away. Okay, yes we do. Never mind what I said about all that we don't have to resolve it stuff. I didn't know what I was talking about. Interesting. And dare I say, a little delightful. I'm going to put some more pressure on this. I'm going to close the open file. What a surgical game we have going on here. I don't really care what you're doing. I don't really know what you're doing, and I don't really care what you're doing. You're threatening this. Doesn't matter. Both of our knights are in good outposts. This bishop is horrible. Your bishop is also horrible. This knight can't really move. That's a problem. I don't know what you're going to do there. I think... you can move now. But no, it's okay. Yeah, because if you take here, we would just take there. This is fine. If you take here, we got more than enough coverage. I don't know who's winning. They're winning on time, for sure. It's an interesting game we got here. It's a wicked game we play. I don't think they want to allow this, or rather, oh, I don't know. I don't think they want to allow this, this. Start to give us some more control over the true open file. Okay, so they've moved back. I would say you got a good... No, maybe it's not that good. I know what's happening next. I'm going to move my rook over. And then I want to move my bishop up here and threaten you. But we also don't want to trade 2 rooks for a queen right now, so we got to figure out what the heck we're going to do about that. I don't have a pre-move lined up, do I? They've moved. Okay, they moved off the open file. I told you, dude, this game is... It's a surgical game we got going on right here. If you want to go back, then go ahead. Go back. They don't want to go back. They want to go elsewhere. Where are you going next? Nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Okay, now I got 2 knights stacked up in the middle. I could put a knight here for no reason. Okay, I would rather we didn't do this. I would rather you didn't get a discovered attack from the bishop on my queen. This is one of those ones I'm realizing that actually the fact that I'm playing slow is going to matter. Keep in mind this guy's only got one lad on him right now. Can't really go there. We need to come up with a plan. I think it's going to happen. Ah! How long has that been there? Just now? I literally said, I don't want you to have a discovered attack on my queen. Here's my queen. Okay, so I'm a little rattled, but that's okay. We're gonna... Oh, I mean, you have to en passant. You like, it's in the rule book. You have to en passant. I'm sorry, it's in the rule book. If you wanna swap rooks, then go ahead. It's in the rule book. We should have gone here for the pin. I don't know what you're going to do. Honestly, I have no concept of what you're going to do. Let's put pressure on this pawn. I love this. No, I love this if you move. Okay, I love this. I love lamp. Because this move is insane. No, it's not. Obviously, there's this, but I thought that this was winning, but obviously the queen's still covering it. This is what happens when you got 48 seconds left, you know? Time is at a bit of a premium. There's so many cool moves here. You know it and I know it. We just need it to actually be manifestable. Obviously, we have to worry about that, but we also got our queen covered by the pawn, so it's not a big deal. I hope. I'm thinking, I know I don't have time to think, but I'm thinking they have to swap. They cannot take. Which is actually like a really good move. We have 20 seconds. We're going to lose. I can't not lose. Like, just from a time-based standpoint. I don't know how I could get out of this without losing. My bishop! It was actually, like, my only chance was going to be, like, some kind of cheeky mate, man. There's got to be something here. There's something here, kind of. Dude, why do I play so much better when I have so much less time? Although this blows me out pretty hard because their pawn will promote. But yeah, actually, that move is really good. They get out of the fork. I'm just going to level with you. There's not much point in a pre-move here. Like, I think that we're just done. Unless we get, like, the world's luckiest checkmate, which I don't even know if it can happen. Like, we got 5. Okay, rooks. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm not that disappointed with the way that went down, to be honest with you. I think we played a pretty good game. And we had 13 mistakes and 1 missed win and 9 blunders. So I'm actually going to go ahead and say never mind. And I'm going to play 1 3-minute game. Turns out, I thought we played a pretty good game. That is not the case. What are you doing? Are you really going for... Well, it's 3 minutes. We should play a little faster. I thought they were legitimately just playing into scholars, mate. I mean, come on. The Grob Gambit? Like... This is the whole reason that opening exists, I have to assume, is so you annoy me into moving my knight. We'll play the double fianchetto instead to leave our knight a good position to go on d7. It's a weird game. I can't believe I hung my queen for like 3 moves in that last one. Again, you know, what can I say? I'm just trying to be nice to myself. Can I do this for you? Can I open up the center? Can I control the center a little bit? Would you allow me to take a little, just a wafer thin control of the center? They're going to queenside castle. Because they're not like other guys. They're a cool guy. Did I just give you this? No, I didn't. I didn't. Yes, I did. Okay, thank you. This guy's got to go. And then this is what I was... Because now you can't move this knight. So I feel like you still can't move him. So there's a part of me that says, hey, why don't you just go here for now? Put some more pressure on this boy. Okay, you're going to resolve it. It's hard to blame you. Got to figure out what this knight's going to do. It's kind of trapped in a bad spot. Don't mind it. I tell you, we got a very similar thing. Yeah, I'm like, why don't I just capture you? Okay, why don't I just capture you? Hold on. I think we've made some colossal mistakes, for sure. We have to watch out for this file. Like, this file is it's our curse. Am I missing something? Oh, yes. Well, no, not really, because this is covered by the knight. Okay, like, to me, it just seems like the sort of thing, like, you might not want to trade all your pieces away if you're going for, like, a late game attack sort of deal. But you know what? Maybe it just goes to show, maybe you got me all figured out here, because I think you are gonna... You're gonna get my bishop out of it anyway. Okay, sure. I would prefer not to be placed in check, but I would also prefer not to lose. You know what I like the idea of? What about they do this to try to... Oh, okay. Never mind. Let me try something like this. What do I do here? I go there. No, I take. We're up 2 points in material. Both of us have bad positions. We have to stay on the white-colored squares, otherwise this gets them a discovered attack on my queen. They would really like for me to do that. And it's hard to blame them. I could do that. Okay. Although we have to put this here to cover this anyway, because you know, I had a feeling that might be coming. I don't know. I would prefer my opponent's position right now, to be honest. I feel like they have more roads for attacks, but I also feel like I have a material advantage, and I think I can possibly force them into some swaps. Never mind, I feel like I just got mated in one. Yeah, how do I stop this? Or this. I mean, the way I stop that is via that, but then this, check, yeah. Okay, Alriza, you got me. You beat me on that. You beat me with the Grob. 5 mistakes, 5 blunders, and a missed win. Probably we should be analyzing, but I'm also like 8 minutes away from having to pick my daughter up from daycare, so I'm playing on tilts. It's fine. I play d5. Don't sweat it. I'll get my bishop out there. I'll play... I remember parts of the Caro-Kann. I'll play knight to d7 and then push c5. And then follow up by closing you in. Interesting. Then play a little knight to e7. Threaten this bishop. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? We don't know. I see your fork. I move back. You willing to destroy your whole king side? Are you a bad enough dude to destroy your whole king side? Honestly, I would rather just control this diagonal. I don't know who's winning, honestly. We're equal in material. I definitely feel like their pawn structure is worse. I don't mind this. I feel like having an open attack on this is kind of nice. Our knight is pretty much useless. That's a big negative. Now, many people who are good at chess would tell you if you're being attacked on one side, don't pull your most powerful piece to a different side. I, on the other hand, I call it misdirection. I'm thinking. We got to find a way to break through. We have 3 minutes. Right, don't play this and lose. Here's what I think you do. I think you do this. If they capture, then you take with this one. You got control of the open file because they have to relent with the queen. They're not going to take you. They can't. We have a bishop over a knight, which is usually good, but this is not necessarily a usual game. Would I do this? They take... I take, and maybe we've resolved the problem. We can play that, and we're pretty locked in here. I think also we look at this and we say, hey, guess what? Now we've got serious control of the open file. All we got to do Maybe we don't have as much control as I thought. No, I would still just take. I understand. I still think I just want control of the open file. But I have to think. Because like I could do this. This is horrible because their pawns passed. This is okay, but it blocks off the open file. I think we take with the rook to keep it open. And then like careful with the queen, I guess would be my next step. What about this? Oh, hold on. They got to go back. This... They go here. You go here. What the heck the queen doing? It's got nowhere to run. Then, can I just be honest with you? Our knight's not doing anything. Let's do a rare sacrifice here. And get some pawns for our trouble. And get in there. And then threaten some mates. Give me a quick little check. I don't know where you're going. We're threatening the rook on this move, to be clear. Don't let your... That's the most obvious fork of all time. We have to keep you in the vicinity. Like, I want to threaten some pawns. But we also have to not let their knight get here. Or there, for that matter. Yeah, also really bad. Or is it? They have to play this now. Then we play like this. Ah! I outthought myself. It's been known to happen. I was like, how did they end up getting an extra piece on me? And then I realized, oh yeah, when I like gave it away to get 2 pawns. You gotta admit, it looked cool for a second. And then it looked very uncool. But for a brief moment, holy cow. We have 12 seconds left. That's not great. My rook, yeah, I resigned. Well, thanks for... I still had a great time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I did, honestly. We played some bad games and had some good fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.